Hey everybody, I'm Scotty J, your favorite talk show host with ADHD, and you're watching Rock Titan Live. Now, I gotta tell you everybody, there's this old saying, all right, that good things come to those who wait. Now, I've never been the most patient man in the world, but I gotta tell you, with my next guest, I've waited a long time to talk to this dude, and the ironic thing is, when it comes to being patience is a virtue, he's an artist I know can appreciate, waiting, for that opportune moment because, this band, they paid their dues before they finally hit the big time. And I know all you folks out there that are, self-quarantining, social distancing and all that, you guys are just itching to get out. Patience is a virtue, though. All right? But this next guest of mine puts the pop in evil and evil in pop. Mr. Leigh Kakaty.
How are you doing, brother?
Good, Lee. How you doing, man?
Good, man. Good. Just living that the best quarantine life. I tell you.
Right on. Right on. You know what's funny? I listen to all your music and stuff like that all the time. I'm not going to go all fanboy, of course. But, I thought it was really ironic because arguably, maybe not so much, but your biggest song, Trenches, and I'm listening to Trenches and I'm watching it, getting in the mood to talk to you and whatnot. Yeah. And, oh my God, it's like you could have written that song like a few weeks ago and it would have had so much relevance for what we're dealing with right now.
Crazy, right? Crazy.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a crazy time, no doubt. And we're going to need more music to get us through, man. I can already tell.
Oh my God. Well, we were talking a little bit ago, and I know you're kind of going stir crazy because you guys had been touring a lot. And, you'd been in Europe and you did your North American tour, which was the last time we caught up. And now you're just kind of stuck at home. But one thing I respect about you and appreciate is that you have been doing some live streaming. You've been playing. You've been doing some acoustic stuff.
Yeah, man, absolutely. Whatever it takes. I mean, I think it's the new normal, and I think fans demand it now differently. And other artists can do what they want, but again, I could have done the same, right? I don't have to do these interviews. I could be trying to just hide away, and I know that it's not pretty and glamorous. I mean, you're looking at one of my indoor studios here. It is what it is, and it's pretty. I haven't been in the studio. It's been converted into so many different things since I've been left. But this area in my studio was where it all started for PE. I had it all. We had the side house here. We had everyone would show up at my house back in the day. And there's a lot of great memories in here for me getting us to trying to be where we're at today, So it's been nice to kind of get back and get back to my roots. And that's led to a lot more acoustic playing. I grew up on the guitar. I played a lot growing up in Michigan, a lot of bonfires, a lot of growing up on the lake with all the house parties and a lot of these acoustic guitar performances were there. A lot of the songs were written there. So it's been nice to kind of share that again. I don't think fans would ever heard these versions any other way, but who knows now? Maybe I'll play them a little more if the fans are digging it. So it's been refreshing, man, to play the guitar a little more.
Right on. Now that is a beautiful guitar you've been playing. What is it? What have you been playing?
The Gibson. Here, hold on.
It's gorgeous, man. I love it.
This is the. If you've watched the 155 video,
that's it, man. That's the one. Yeah.
The Gibson Hummingbird.
Yes. Oh.
So it's she's my baby, man. She's beat up. I had to have what was it? I think it was Van Halen's guitar tech helped me out with this thing. Juiced her all up for me, and they shipped her all back to me. I got the best tour manager in the world, so he took care of it since he knew I was going to be playing. He's like, let me service it up for you. You haven't played that guitar in years. I'm like, all right. So we did it up, man. So it's been good. It's been good.
Well, if you're going to have a guitar tech, might as well be Van Halen's.
No, you know what? I don't. I have all my crew dudes are guys I grew up with, but they're
right
the guy
on.
Halen's he's a close friend. He was out with us on the Poison Cheap Trick tour, so he's a big supporter of the band. So since I got out, man, I'm gonna give you just because it's here, I can't have it not play. You want to play? I'll just play a short song. Is that cool?
Everybody, we are here with Pop Evil's Leigh Kakaty, and we got a live impromptu acoustic session right here. Please, Leigh, go for it, man.
We can't talk about it. Just give me a second and chat as I tune this because it's probably been sitting here a minute.
Yeah. No, well, I saw that you'd done a couple over the last couple weeks.
What song you want me to play?
Oh my God, man.
What's your favorite? Fanboy out for me for a
You,
minute.
you, oh, fanboy. Well,
Give me your fanboy moment. What song do you like? Give me your top
do,
two.
a Pop Evil song or something from
Yeah.
someone else?
No, Pop Evil.
Why don't we do something new? Why don't we do something new? Why don't we go with Work? I like Work.
Nothing new. Nothing new.
Nothing new?
Nothing new. I'm waiting to play all the new stuff with the band.
Oh, man. Well,
At least that might change tomorrow or the next day, but for now we all committed to each other to try to wait to play that stuff.
Well,
but if it holds out, yeah.
Since we're all down in the trenches right now, Leigh, we're all in the trenches. We're all looking to fight our way out of this thing. What about that, man? No. Go big or go home, man. This is your number one hit.
Waited all my life to get out of the trenches. I'm ready to fight for what I barely can steal from me. I won't take this. Gonna fill these trenches and stand up. Go wake up. I won't give up. 'Cause here I stand up. Wake up, I won't give up, 'cause here I come. I don't play that one, and I gotta learn it. I've played it before,
do that. You should do that. That would be a great one to make an acoustic version of, like an official acoustic version of that. You should.
I gotta do it. Here, I'll give you a little Waking Lions. Here we go.
Waking Lions. All right, man. Yeah.
I'll turn it down so you can kind of see.
All right.
Is it better? Tell me it's better. I'm not afraid. I'm not gonna hide from the vultures above, just up and below. They wanna lay me to rest. Is it better to die than live another day? I'm not afraid. I'm not gonna run from the stars here within, burning the sky. They wanna lay me to rest. I wanna stand up 100 feet tall, 'cause fear will never lead my way. I'm ready to run 100 miles strong. I will never be the same. Waking the lion in me. I'm waking the lions in me. I'm waking the lion in me. Oh, in me. This is the favorite part right here. Go. Oh, way too long. I slept inside the dark, but now, alright, it's time to make a mark. I'm waking the lion in me. I'm waking the lion in me. I'm waking the lion in me. Oh, yeah, man.
Woo! Yeah!
There it is, man. There it is.
Man, I wish I had I'd have whipped out my lighter and, like, oh yeah, it's one of those moments. Dude, that was awesome, man.
Cool, right? So you just can see, again, man, fans can see just how musical it really starts from. I mean, again, they don't ever see me play because I got two great guitar players. So I might as well just have them play. But it's been nice to kind of jam and let fans see kind of like a more intimate side of me. When I'm at the crib, that's kind of what I do. I just jam them. Again, I don't want to wake anybody up in the house. They'll be yelling at me, man. I live with people up in the crib nowadays, but it's just not like me in the band frat house back in the days. But again, man, it's always how it's been for me. You should be able to play a song acoustically with just a couple of your homies and just keep it chill. Even for us guys, I mean, we spend a lot of time being tough and trying to take care of our families and trying to take all the burden when we don't have to, when some of the strongest people in our families are usually the women. But I know we wear that kind of pressure, that burden, and having that music, I think, to kind of edge out and has always helped me. So it's been nice to share it.
Right on, man. Well, you make that Hummingbird sound really good.
Thanks, man. It does the work for me, man. I tell you, it's whew.
Yeah. But you keep going. You're not supposed to touch face, Leigh. You're not supposed to touch face, but you keep going, brushing your hair. And man, if I had hair like that, I would too, man. I'll tell you, quarantine's not hurting you one bit, man. No barbershop for you.
No, my hair is like gotten so long, man. I got to go. Dentist too, man. Forget it. I ain't doing none of that stuff, man. I'll go a year and just let it be what it is. I'm so afraid to go anywhere to that kind of thing. And even the haircut, my boys have cut my hair for years. So my homie does it, but he's like, "Are you coming in to get your haircut?" I'm like, "Nah, dude. My hair's gonna be as long as my bass players here by the time I'm done. Be as long as Matt." So I'm just gonna let it ride out, man. I'm gonna let it ride out.
Right on, man. Well, I definitely want to talk about some of your new music, and I know all the Pop Evil fans out there want to hear a little bit more about it too. But I got to backtrack a little bit because I've been waiting a long time for this, down in the trenches. But it's funny because, a little over a year ago, you guys were out in my neck of the woods, out in Lancaster, PA, and you were at the Chameleon Club, and you had Mr. Don Jameson, the comedian, opening up for you. That was really, really cool, man. What made you decide to have a comedian, and specifically Don Jameson, open up your shows?
Well, first of all, Don's one of our good friends. I absolutely love Don. He's always been a supporter of not only classic and metal and rockers. He's always been a supporter of us and new bands as well. He just loves the genre. He loves when we think out of the box. And again, we're always trying to do different things for our fans. And we just thought it was a great opportunity to give our fan base a little something different. I mean, it's always seems a little stock. Like here's a couple opening bands, let's jam, and people, they get there late. You know how Americans are, right? We arrive a little bit late to the show. We just want to see the headliner. So we thought we could give them a little bit extra to get their incentive to get there early. And of course, no better place than the Chameleon Club. I mean, it's only an inferno in there, right? So it's like, let's get there early, stay there a little bit longer, and just burn up, watching, waiting for Pop Evil to play. But it's again, man, just Don is such a special person, and he's so funny, and he respects the genre. So I thought it was, if anything, a chance for our fans to see that we need to support other people that support us, and not just live in our own cages. We got to, again, think out of the box as a genre, as people, and be more open to different things. We need to bring more eyes to our great genre ourselves. Instead of blaming other people and why TV or this doesn't do that, why don't we just do it ourselves? And when we do get other opportunities or bands that are taking those risks, we go support it. So again, our fans, we have the best fans on the planet, and they're always open to expect different things from Pop Evil, and hence what we do with these new songs. I mean, you get the complete yin, you get the complete yang with Work to Let the Chaos Reign. I mean, we are probably the only band that has that duality, that can put out songs that don't even sound like they're us, but the link is my voice, and when you put my voice, which is straight melody. I mean, I come from a lot of lineage of melodic singers. I still come from the day where people were singing and they could throw down. Even in my hip hop days and in the rap days with the people that I knew that were doing that, they always wanted me on their tracks because they always we want Leigh, he'll sing, let him sing. So again, I'm a melting pot of Michigan, which is very Kid Rock, Eminem. You got to remember where I come from. It's very very much infused in my psyche in the Pop Evil way. And a lot of times in Michigan, certainly in 90s Michigan, if you did one style of music, that was never good enough. You had to do a little bit of everything. And that stems from our cover days as well. Like, we covered everything from Bob Seger to Kid Rock. I mean, and you had to run the gamut. Otherwise, people were bored. And again, it's very blue collar, very much like Pennsylvania. And people don't have money to waste. You know what I mean? They're not there. Like, they're not there just to be jammed out. They don't want to watch a jam band. They don't want to watch a guy solo for hours. They want to be entertained, and they don't want to be bored. And they can be bored. It only takes a song for them to get bored. So you've got to be able to be on your toes. And I think that, again, it's just Michigan plays a big role into where my writing style is personally, and to where my head's always at about trying to be different, and just always look, we already have trenches in our set. I mean, do you really want trenches too? Yeah, we all do. But let's be real, we don't need trenches. Maybe you'll get trenches too on this record. I don't know, but look, we always got guitars. We're always trying to be thinking about that. And obviously, if you think about Work, sure, Work takes a lot of different elements from different genres, certainly from the rhythm section and the drops and the way that the pulse of the heartbeat of the band, the groove. But again, man, we throw so much guitar on that track, you can't even. There's guitar all over the chorus. I mean, I think all I do is work, and then the band does the rest. So those are my favorite songs. Sometimes where the music does the talking, and the guitar and hook and work is so infectious. I mean, dude, I can't wait to see the crowd like this with all I do is, PA, all I do is work. I mean, it's in my head from the day I wrote it to the day we were finally going to get to play it. And the exciting thing about this weird time is that when we do get to play it, people be singing these songs back to us before we even had a chance to first play them for you. So, I mean, that's at least a bonus. So we'll definitely see as it progresses, you know, how the songs grow and then connect with people. But again, the Pop Evil way has always been writing lyrics that are positive messages that can inspire. And I can't think of two songs with Work and Let the Chaos Reign that can inspire you during this pandemic now. So it's special how these songs really resonate even with me now than they did back when I wrote them.
Right on. Well, we'll get on with it. Leigh, you are quite the conversationalist, man. You're amazing. Like, if you weren't a singer, I could...
It's hard to get me to sit down, but when you get me to sit down, man, I got a lot to say for sure. But again, I'm passionate about this music. This whole business is not something I do part-time. This has been my life since I was 14 years old. So it's something that I think is more about education than it is the music. There's so many rock metal people that are so stuck in their ways that, number one, that's awesome. Be stuck in your ways. That's great. But if we don't grow together, this genre will just sit here and people will still say rock and roll is dead. That saying pisses me off.
Right.
It pisses me off. It is not. And, you know, for a lot of rockers, people say it and they blow it off. That should really piss you off. Like, why should someone say that about that is a direct slap in the face to the people that cram themselves in the Chameleon Club, the people that cram themselves and risk their lives to be at these festivals that go on. If they've ever been to Hershey Park, you ever been there? That big arena, they've done the thing. I mean, there's so much rock in Pennsylvania. Have they ever been to a rock show and seeing these people in tears, horns raised to the sky? What do you mean rock and roll is dead? Like, if the secular world wants to abandon us and give rock and roll Grammys to hip hop artists or other artists who aren't truly rock, that's fine. Go at it, you know, but they can't change the fact of how we were raised, how we were grown up. They don't have to like Pop Evil. They don't have to like our music band. They can't take the rock out of us, right? And as artists, we have to fight for our fans, whether there's one of them or there's legions of them. That it's important to us, and they need to feel that flame, the energy right from me. So when they bring it to the stage, they know it's honest, man. It's real, and it's sometimes not pretty. Sometimes I fall on my face. Sometimes maybe I talk too much about it. But you know what? The reality is, it's honest. It's truth. And I think that rock fans are some of the most genuine in the world. So they will understand it, but it starts with education. It starts with people that are doing like what you're doing. Again, I do interviews all the day, and I can give you the stock answers, man. I can play you a song. Oh, thanks a lot. See you later. Have a good day. Hope everyone's safe. That's not what this is about. If we're going to do it, let's go there. Let's educate these people in Pennsylvania, the people that are watching your podcast, to let them know that this matters to us. We're not just writing music for us. We're writing it for y'all. We're writing it for us to come together to make a difference. And remind, again, we come from a country that prides itself in freedom of speech, right? Well, what guy wearing what suit decided that people that listen to rock and metal, our voice matters less? That's bull. And I think the country, we can take a lesson from country. It was like we abandoned them for years. You think about the 80s and 90s, us rock, we all abandoned. Like, country? What are you talking about? But guess what? They were staying, all those artists were staying all hours after the show to sign all the autographs, take all the pictures, put their cowboy hat on. They would stay till the end. What were rockers doing? They were going in their boats. They were going in their expensive yachts and cars and peacing out, peacing away from their fans. They were putting on different wigs, and then they were different off the stage. Fans don't tolerate that anymore. And guess what? Ghost Country was making their own CMA awards. They didn't even need your awards. We'll take our own awards. And now look where country is today. And it's not because they're not just great music or great people. They bound together, unified as people. This is our music. We don't care if people out there don't want us or think it's trash. We love it, and we're going to come together to create our own world. And now look at it. Passion is contagious, right? When people, when you're doing something unified together more collectively as rock, as metal brothers and sisters, people are going to follow us. We don't need to look to them to show us the way. We are the way. People like you that are coming here waiting to talk to me. I've waited so long to talk. Great. Guess what? We're making it happen. Let's talk more. Yeah, I just played you a song. I wasn't supposed to play a song because I'll play you one. I'll play you one at the end. I'll play another one. It's about people business, man. Like it to me, I get so fired up about it. Like, let's go. That rock and roll dead is slapping my family's face for all their sacrifices they made for us to do this. It's a slap in all your face as a fan, as a pioneer. Someone who's trying to showcase all these musicians and show them a different side, man. Again, it's time to be upset about that kind of stuff and try to take action ourselves. And again, I try to be much more of an educational or a preacher about it rather than a musician. I think it's important. Whether people change for my band or whatnot is irrelevant to me. I just want them to embrace the genre and change the game for our kids, man. I mean, it's important. There's nothing cooler that I've seen in this business than when you see kids come with their parents to our kind of music. let's be real. How many parents are really going with their kids to watch Taylor Swift? And goes up, nothing against her. I'm sure she's phenomenal. But the parents aren't necessarily going to that music. They're going to bring their kids to see Leonard Skinner. They're going to bring their kids to see Judas Priest. You know what I mean? Like, I've seen it with my own eyes. So when you see that, that's a huge honor to be able to make music that parents raise their kids on, that kids will raise their kids on. That's a huge honor. It's something that I take big responsibility on when I write, and when I write for this band, that is something that I look forward to seeing when you see those kids with their horns out. And I know any band that's playing in the genre can relate, and I know they all think it's something special when they see that younger audience come through. So again, man, I get to talk your ear off on it, man. I'm passionate about it.
Yes, you are. So, ladies and gentlemen, in case you forgot, we are here with Leigh Kakaty from Pop Evil, and I have never been so quiet for so long in all my life. But, Leigh deserves the floor, and let that be a lesson to you. Don't ever say rock and roll is dead in front of Leigh, because...
No, you can say it. No, that's not true.
Don't
man.
say it.
Oh, no, it's not about saying it to me. It's about saying it to the people that are around you that are judging this genre, right? That's what it's supposed to. Like, you can say it to me, to the Coscomom. I hear it tons. I just think as united, we need to be united together. Yeah. That when you hear that, it should fire you up a bit, to not necessarily tell them off. Prove it to them. I'll tell you what. Oh, you think rock and roll's dead? Cool. You know what? That's cool, but you should come next time Pop Evil comes with me. Why don't you come see this band with me? Come check this out. Prove it to them. Let them know. Be creative, because if they think rock and roll is dead, you're not going to change them by your aggressive. That's like trying to turn someone into a Republican or Democrat. Like, you're not going to change somebody. Right. Like, that's ridiculous. Like, just inform them that, hey, well, maybe rock and roll isn't dead. I mean, I happen to love rock and roll. Maybe you can come watch Five Finger with me. Maybe they can come watch Volbeat. Maybe they can come watch, I Prevail. Whatever the band is that they want that's doing things. There's so many of them. Go watch. Go learn that there's tons of bands that are doing it. And the pride about being a rock and roll band is that you can go play a real instrument. You can go rebel in mom and dad's garage, and you can take a real guitar and you can take over the world. That's not something you can do just on your iPhone by pressing a button, or being on your computer. So again, without slamming any of those ways, because creativity is a blessing. But again, I'm just trying to fight for rock and metal heads that play real instruments, play the guitar, the bass, the drums. There's something special about those instruments that I pride, that have changed my life. And again, it's not about saying it in front of me. So again, I just challenge you guys as rockers to do your part.
You've got to be one of the most articulate and just passionate guests I have ever had in my life. I mean, literally, it couldn't have been said better by anyone to anyone in any way, shape, or form. Man, I love it. You're awesome, dude.
When you live it, I'm on the front lines. I mean, I should be able to say it's you see those people crying and there's tears and there's horns. If that doesn't mean something to you, you should probably do something else, So
right on.
That I take a lot of pride in, and I want those fans, when they come see Pop Evil, they know that they have a front man that's convicted about trying to be better for them.
Right on. Well, you guys continue to put out some amazing music, so let's get right to it. Let the chaos reign and work. One thing I thought about that was interesting with these 2 new singles that you put out just a couple of weeks ago, a lot of bands might space things out. When you've got a new release, when you got a new piece, it's like, all right, we're going to strategically space these things out. But you put these out at the same time. What was the thought behind releasing these 2 singles at the same time?
Well, we're still very strategic with doing it, but again, we're Pop Evil. It's the duality with 2 songs, so yin and yang. We've definitely branded ourselves with that, and again, we want to be creative with something new and experimental, but we also want to show our fan base that we already have that, look, we haven't forgot our guitar. Our evil is in our name. We're not forgetting the fact that we want to be influenced with our normal fans as well, and our fans that have been with us forever. And we want to give them a taste to let them remind them that, hey, this album isn't about all being experimental. This is about the yin and yang that is Pop Evil, that has always been there. And you're going to get the melody that you've always got, but you're going to get the guitars, but you're also going to be challenged, in different ways, whether it's musical, whether it's visual. And to be able to put out these 2, very, very awesome that we had the songs written and the songs on the album that we could do that. We haven't had that stuff we felt on the previous albums, the previous 5, to do something like this. Right. But we feel like this is a statement album for us. It's our 6th album. We have that pinnacle 5 albums behind us now, and we're grateful, super cool. But a lot of things that didn't work for us, we feel, in those albums that we wanted to kind of chip away at every album moving forward. And we feel like this is a first step, that it's really a statement album for us. I really feel it's our best stuff yet, certainly our hookiest. And we'll see. I mean, the times tell. I mean, it's not about me, man. At the end of the day, once you put these songs out, they're not mine. They're not the band's anymore. They're yours. And again, like you said about Trenches, now it's your song. That's your song. If I get up on stage and I sing it a little bit wrong, you're gonna be like, come on, man, he's saying it wrong. That's not how it goes. And I'll be like, really? That's not how it goes? I wrote it. I'll sing it how I want, right? You can't do that. You can't do that, right? It's part of the ethos that is the music world now, the rock genre. So again, man, it's been awesome to be able to put these two songs out. I mean, especially how passionate they are in motivating ourselves during this tough time. I mean, let the chaos reign. Let the chaos reign. Let it. But you know what? We're going to be strong. We're going to be strong together and try to get through it. One day at a time. Yes, and yes, it's scary, and it's definitely the unknown is not fun. Knowing when we'll be able to go back again is certainly, there's a depression element to that I think we all face. I'd be lying to you if I didn't say it depresses me in some ways. But I'm trying to be positive about it, trying to not think about it and just enjoy what I have now. And that's some time to rest up and enjoy the real world for a bit. And then when we get ready to go, we'll just go extra harder. And if we got to stay on tour a little bit longer, then so be it. But hopefully we'll do that with some songs that are now familiar with our fan base, and they'll be screaming them louder than ever, especially when we get your way to the Chameleon Club or PA, and we'll throw down hot and heavy, hot and sweaty, like we always do.
I love it, man. I love it. And I love how you keep referencing Pennsylvania because, it tells me that, you've done as much homework on me as I've done on you. So I really respect that, Leigh. Thank you. One of the things I think is so cool, when you came out in the Chameleon Club, you came out with Eye of the Tiger, man. Rocky, Philadelphia, man.
Oh, we played it now. Yeah, right on. We played so many shows, but dude, Eye of the Tiger, man, that's got to be my first, when I was younger, my first motivational song that really, gave you the chills all over your body, and you're like, what is happening right now? And you're like, it's kind of like your first, you get it, you can fill in the blank there. Yeah, but that first time hearing Eye of the Tiger, man, I remember it was on a little mini record, and we were in gym class, and the teacher would always play it, and I'd be like, oh my God, that's my favorite, Rising Up, and you'd get the chills. You were like, oh man, I was probably only 4 or 5 years old, but you knew that it was something special. So to be able to play that, I know when we were thinking about a cover to play as a band, Eye of the Tiger, everyone's face lit up like, yeah, rock it. And playing that song nightly, whew, man, people are infectious, man. It's contagious. That energy when you play Eye of the Tiger, they go nuts. I don't even need to sing it. They just,
dude, you played that in Lancaster and people went nuts. It was nuts. That was awesome, man. That was a lot of fun. But, you talk about, man, you got to be one of the most passionate folks I have ever talked to. I love this. And everybody, I got to tell you right now, as passionate as Leigh is right now, if you've ever seen Pop Evil live in person, which I encourage you all to do, if you haven't, please do it. He is just as passionate, up there on stage. I mean, it's incredible. Sure. One of the things that I loved about you is how you really give props. Like you say, it's not just about you, it's the way you embrace everyone else in the band, and you really give everyone props. And, one person I kind of want to single out here, because it was a very significant night when we had caught up, was with Haley, because she had injured her shoulder, and that girl was toughing it out, man. I mean, I can't even imagine how much pain she was in. But, you're like, yo, everybody, this is what's up, and here she is absolutely throwing down. And it was incredible. I thought that was amazing. And with that being said, you've been through your share of drummers in the past. Would you say that Haley's really kind of, I mean, this is, I guess, her second full album that she's been on with you guys now, yeah?
Right. I mean, Haley, obviously I'm biased because she's in our band, but Haley's the best drummer on the planet. I mean, up against anybody. And for all you females out there, she's a motivational person in her own right. I mean, she's not afraid to get out. She lives on the bus with all guys. And she's not just our sister. She's one of the boys too. She'll get in there. She's not afraid to check us when we're wrong, or she does a lot behind the scenes. Not to mention she's got a meter on her that if you know drums, you want a drummer with meter, which means she can keep a beat like hitting spoons, man. She's so naturally talented, and so she can just hear rhythms in her head better than anyone I've ever met. She's taken our old catalog and taken it to a whole different level, just by her playing it, simply her playing it. She just makes it sound better. So she's truly a blessing. Obviously, people are people, people's lives evolve. We hope that Haley will continue to evolve. and grow and continue to be here. And we love her. I mean, so far so good. She's incredible. There's, like you said, this is her second album. You can hear how talented she is on these 2 new songs. She's a beast, man. She's as passionate I am, off the stage. She's just as passionate, and she's even more passionate about her drumming. She's very serious about her practicing, her regime to stay focused and stay relevant. She's incredible, man. She inspires all of us, and she's really become a great asset both on and off the stage for the band, and we're blessed to have her.
Yeah, she's incredible, man. I mean, she's up there twirling the drumsticks, and just the way she throws down, she hits hard. And even Jameson, when we were talking, I mean, he made it such a point, to say, just how just she's there, man. Like, you just don't miss it. She's not just any drummer, like she owns it. I mean, you could just you could be entertained just watching her, the entire time.
You're right. The greatest drummers are, right? You can literally show up at a band, you don't watch the singer, you just watch the drummer, and you're entertained the whole time. And you're exactly right. I mean, that's an important element, and Hayley certainly fits that bill. She's incredible to watch, and you don't see females. I mean, she hits the drums harder than any guy I've seen. I mean, she's a beast, and she's not afraid to step into any situation. And she's so skinny and little. If you talk to her normal, she's so sweet, and she's such a sweetheart. And when you hear it, she'll beat the heck out of anyone when it's time to play. We have to stay away, man. She gets focused. But as soon as you talk to her, she'll come in and she'll give you the sweetest hug, and she'll definitely make everything feel better. She's a special person, man. She's great.
Now, did you guys find that you had to, once she became, part of the team, did you find that you had to refine your behavior at all on the tour bus or anything like that when you guys were in more close quarters?
No, ironically, you'd think she's been touring. Her dad was a bass player, her drummer, her brother, drummer and bass player as well. That they've been touring. She's been touring since she was a little girl, and she's a pro, man. She just goes but she does a thing. I mean, we don't even think about it now. She's more a brother now. I mean, every now and then, if it was something, if the girl situation comes about, she's good. She probably works it out with more of our tour managers and crew. She's normal with all of us. And in some ways, she's been better than having other guys out there. She's no drama, and you would think it would be different in some situations, but she's great, man. She's a pro, and she's all focused about her craft. And now it's all, we don't even think about it now. I mean, Hayley's Hayley.
Right on. Very exciting. Now, I know that you recorded, I guess the bulk of this new album, if not in its entirety, out in L.A. That's like your favorite city in the planet, yeah?
Right on, for sure, 100%. I mean, growing up in Michigan, I mean, LA was the complete opposite. So, I mean, being out in LA is great. And in here, a lot of people know who we are here. Obviously, it's a small town, and it's LA. No one messes with you. So it's nice to kind of get out there and get focused. And it's very motivating in LA, right? Everyone you look at is doing something. So it kind of, I think it just influences me to get out there and even work a little bit harder. And obviously, the sun doesn't hurt.
Right. Now, how much of a wrench did COVID-19 throw into the production of that? Like, are you guys done with it, or is it ready to rock and roll and you're just working on the final mastering of it? Or
yeah, I mean, I like to think the meat and potatoes are done, but the ice, I got a little bit to do, so we'll see. I mean, and again, I'm in Michigan, so as things start to open up here a little differently, we'll see how mobile I can get. But again, we're not in a rush. We got the 2 songs out. We want to obviously put out an album when we're touring, so if we got to see how that works out. But again, there's a lot of variables, labels, managers, and touring and booking agencies. But it's teed up, at least it's close. So I feel very fortunate that we were able to get what we did done, and we didn't wait a month, because there was talk that we were going to wait till early spring and then finish up. Then of course take the band right from there, because we fly Hayley in from Europe, so right. Over's kind of a pain. So we were going to bring her over, finish up, then go right on tour. But luckily we decided to do it different. It worked out. So we're close. I mean, hopefully we can get it out sooner than later.
All right, right on. Now, what about official music videos? Because obviously, right now we're just dealing with the audio tracks. Are you looking to put an official music video out for, either work or Let the Chaos Reign?
I hate music videos. I hate shooting them. And
Stop it! My friends
always get so like, whatever, man, that's the dream gig, the video. I'm like, no, man, it's so much stress, and you always hate every video. You're like, I look stupid. I hate it. I'm out. I'm just going to jam. But no, I mean, we had talked about getting them all set up, and of course, COVID hit up. So I don't know. I mean, there's talks, and we'll see how it goes. We had a really cool concept for the Let the Chaos Reign video. I'd really like to shoot it. So hopefully when we can maybe even get back, even if we're not touring, maybe we can get Hayley over and we can shoot videos then. Again, they never include me in it, because they're always be like, Leigh, video time. I'm like, leave me out. I'm out. I don't want to do it. Got to be in it. You got to be in it. I'm like, I don't want to be in it. I'm out.
Oh,
But
man.
yeah, I'm not. There's a little pop people trivia for you. I hate videos, so whatever. But I'd rather just people always put the music videos out. They put their YouTube versions of them. Just get someone else to put it up, man. Who cares? But I understand they're important. I get it. Fans want them and they want to do it. We'll do them. But yeah, they're not my favorite because you always have such a high standard. You want your video to look like it's $1 million budget video that's in your head, and of course they don't give those budgets to rock bands anymore. So you end up getting the crap video. So you always are like, that video sucks, man. I hate it.
That's fun. So, you're the second musician that more high profile that's ever told that to me, and I was a little surprised. The first one was Neil Fallon from Clutch. Neil hates doing videos, man.
Yeah, more probably think that I do. They just won't tell you. They give you the stalking. It's like, oh yeah, I love it. No, man, we all hate videos. We don't care. We're not actors. We're musicians, And
no, I know. But like MTV, man, back in the day, and you grew up on MTV, man. And it's just like, my God, that was like there was no other channel. There was no other channel.
Yeah, but you got to remember, back in those days, they were giving bands bigger budgets for videos. I mean, if they gave us big budgets for videos, I mean, maybe I would like them because they would look great. And they'd be on MTV. There was an outlet for it. Now it's just kind of so YouTube and streaming, which is great, actually, because you get to people that want to watch your video. They don't have to wait around on MTV waiting to hear it. They can watch it over and over. But for us, it makes it a little less personal, right? It's like, oh, there's 1 million views. Cool. Well, that doesn't mean anything to me. I didn't get to see anybody, watch. So it takes the fun away for us. But look, we'll do them. I think they're with a grain of salt. I mean, obviously, I have some videos of ours I like better than others, but the stress of it sometimes, getting everyone together and then finding the right director and all that is always a bit challenging. That it can make the experience. How about let's just say not as fun as you'd think it would be. So.
Yeah, no, I get it. I've had fun shooting them myself, filming and directing them. It's always a good time. And I mean, all of your videos, I mean, I think, they're great. I mean, I don't know what kind of budget you guys have been dealing with, but
we've squeezed. I'll tell you the one though, the boss's daughter one was special. I had to pay for that. That budget was out of my own pocket, man. Ooh. We wouldn't even get it. I remember there's some pop people trivia story you would never know. And Mick Mars had said he wanted to be in the video. So I'm like, there's no friggin' way I'm going to let that go down where we don't even get a chance to have Mick in the video. I mean, help me write the song. It was awesome. That's another story I'll say for another day, which is
okay.
Obviously one of my favorite bands growing up of all time. I'm sure like many of you was The Crew. Who didn't like Motley Crue? I love them. Yeah. And getting a chance, I remember we were asked if we could write with anybody, and I was like, yeah, Mick Mars, that'd be my dream, and they're like laughing. They pulled it off. I mean, luckily Mick, he liked the band, wanted to do it, and so then he gives me a shot to be in the video. And then the label at the time, we were a baby band at the time, so the label was like, we don't have you spent your budget, we're done with it. And I was like, there was no way I'm going to let it go down without a video with Mick Mars. I mean, how many videos is he going to get to shoot? We got to do it. So I pulled it from my own pocket. It was a very costly video. And to this day, one of our biggest. So it worked out. It worked out in the end. But that was a very scary time, that video. But that video is pretty awesome. I mean, it's pretty balls to the wall.
Yeah. Oh, God. Yeah. Man alive. Leigh, I could talk to you all day, man. My God.
I got nothing else to do, homie. So whatever you think.
We gotta have a part 2. We definitely gotta have a part 2 to this. When life returns somewhat to normal, sure, gotta catch up with you on the tour trail. I'll come find you, or when you're coming through like the Philly region, anywhere in the eastern quarter of Pennsylvania. Actually, even if it's central Scranton, wherever, man, I gotta come catch up with you dudes.
Yeah, we do it in person. We
have to. So. We got Let the Chaos Reign out there. We've got work out there. What's next for Pop Evil? What's next on the agenda? I mean, as we are riding out this pandemic.
Yeah, the honest answer to that is that we don't know. We're just we're just one day at a time. We had a great UFC. The UFC picked up work. So when you watch in Sports Center, make sure you listen for that. We're just one day at a time. This thing. We're obviously going to try to finish the record. Get some kind of a strategy about what works best for us. Try to see. We still have shows booked for the end of summer, so we'll see if we can fulfill those dates. Again, that would be awesome. I would love to be back to work by fall and then at least save something for the year. But if that does not happen, hopefully there's a vaccine or some treatment here by the top of the year, by early spring, and we can be back to hopefully festival season next year. I really do not want to miss 2 years. I mean, that would be devastating for many bands, because a lot of us go month to month to survive, and right. We take lifeline for us. It's going to make it hard for fans to have some of us survive the pandemic. So it's definitely challenging. We want to again stay very smart behind the scenes to make sure we don't have to go away when it's all over. So again, these 2 new songs and having new stuff out helps that cause. So again, everyone listening out there, your support is very important. If you don't have money, I understand that, but you can still stream. You can still put that thing on repeat, stream, whatever you got to do. Learn those words. Be proactive. All our social media outlets. We have merch for our crew guys.
Merch.
And we have crew merch. So we have 2 shirts that they're exclusive. All the proceeds go to our crew. Please, if you have any extra to spare, that support is huge because those crew guys are behind the scenes, but they do a lot for us. We certainly don't want to lose them when they come back because that will delay a lot of things. And these are our family members, again, that do a lot. And they're very passionate for all you guys, our fans. And any little bit helps. So, again, we have that on the .com to get to our merch store so you can see all that stuff. So a lot of things we can do now. But number one, though, be safe. Be smart as things start to open up there in PA. I know you guys are starting to get hit a little bit harder. At least you were last time I heard. So, again, keep in mind nobody really knows what's going on with this virus. So don't assume that the lack of education and that lack of knowledge of that press article you didn't read about it. It doesn't mean that it's safe to just go out. Be smart about it. Got to wear a mask or not touch your face like I did. Obviously, I'll be washing my hands immediately after. But wear your mask, be safe when you go out there and you're around people. To be smart, we want everyone back, and we want everyone back safe. So that's my dad preacher talk for you guys. There it is.
Right on. Well, everybody, we are here with Mr. Leigh Kakaty, the man, the front man of Pop Evil. And if you have not gone out and checked out Let the Chaos Rainer work, their 2 newest singles from their upcoming album, go check them out. We're going to have the links in there to the website, to their YouTube channel, all that good stuff. It is absolutely awesome. Go out there and stream all of their previous albums because they get paid and we need to pay these guys. Go out and buy their merch. Let's support their roadies, all the crew that makes everything happen behind the scenes. Very, very important because, they're all hurting right now. We're all hurting. It's not an easy thing. But Leigh, thank you so much for joining us on Rock Titan Live. What an honor. What a privilege.
Thank you for doing what you're doing, man. We need more people like you, and thank you guys for watching. You got to support, man. I mean, this is important. We need more people like you that are giving us an outlet to be heard. So grateful, truly humbled that you're doing it, and keep after it. All right, you're the man.
Absolutely.
And we got to do it in person, though, man. We'll have to do it in person.
Oh, we will. And you know what? I'm patient. I've waited over a year for this. So hopefully we don't have to wait that much longer.
Hopefully it'll be in this album cycle we'll talk about how these songs have done. We'll talk about our pandemic hangs. It'll be fun.
Maybe I can work on my guitar playing a little bit, tune up my vocals.
Yeah.
We'll do a little duet.
You got to work on this. You want me to give you one on the way out?
We'll do a little duet. All right, let's wrap up. Let's wrap up some with some acoustics from Mr. Leigh Kakaty. All right, let's do it.
How about we do Be Legendary for him?
That works.
Cool. So. Pull the track, ride the bullet, cut the coat wrapped around your neck. Hanging by a thread and bleeding at your glow. Write your story, seize the moment and no regret. Our name in stone forevermore. We want more, we want more, we want more. Come on, when it's our time, shoot the stars. We ain't gonna stop till the world is ours and it's last night. Rocks below, ready to ride, ready to roll. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Down in history, let's go, let's go, let's go. Be legendary, oh. Be legendary. Fight the power, school the doubt, and they don't know how we roll. Keep an eye on, watch your back now. We're coming for the crown. Everybody want more. We want more. We want more, more, we want more. Yeah, our time. shoot the stars. We ain't gonna stop till the world is ours and it's rocks below, ready to rise, ready to roll. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Down in history, let's go, let's go, let's go. Be legendary. Oh, 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 oh. Be legendary. It's our time to shoot the stars. We ain't gonna stop till the world is ours and it's landslide. Rocks below, ready to rise, ready to roll. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Down in history, let's go, let's go, let's go. Be legendary. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, be legendary. Be legendary. Be safe, Pennsylvania, man. We love you, all right?
Right on. Why be ordinary when you can be legendary? Everybody, we are here with Leigh Kakaty, Pop Evil, and I'm Scotty J. You're watching Rock Titan live. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you go subscribe. Check out everything Pop Evil. Check out everything Rock Titan. We're out.
Awesome, brother.